Hey everybody, we're back again. We're going to do some more Final Fantasy VII because, well, I love it. And something drew you back to this video, so yeah, here we go. Alright, Wall Market. A place where, well, lots go down. Now, before we go too far, let's go, not there, I always do that. Let's go up here to the gun shop, where we will not actually buy a gun. Because we already have that. So we're going to get one of those, and let's just do 3 of those for now. Nope. Yep. Let's go ahead and get everybody equipped. And there we go. I'll talk to the other guy. So, first things first. Now that we've done that... Oh. Need some actual money. So there's a lot of stuff in here. We're going to end up visiting quite a few of these places. Talk to this guy first. Okay. I still don't know what that word means. Dilettante? I probably just butchered that word completely. But I'm going to guess it's not a good thing for Tifa. So, yeah, that's Johnny. Don't bring me down here, little. Last night in Midgar, might as well just go to this brothel. So if you didn't talk to that guy, doing what I do next just doesn't happen. Because, well, how are you supposed to know she's up here in Don Corneo's mansion? Other than the fact that you saw her. Why not? Well, Aerith's getting a kick out of something. For those of you who have played this game or the remake, you know what's coming. He is not happy about it. The Cloud in the remake was like resistant, but then owned it. This Cloud is just like, fine, I'll do it. So first you come in here, because you need to dress. What a very Japanese concept is causing people trouble. It's in all of their stuff, like not causing other people trouble. But then, once they accept the fact that you're gonna go through some trouble for them, they'll say, okay, then please do this for me. It's a polite thing to do. Like, you don't really, like, some people just are like, you don't really want to be in other people's business, but hey, if you're gonna do it anyway, okay. Clouds just says, make me some clothes. Go over there so we can talk means turn around. That's it. Okay, so there are two routes you can go down in this. Okay? One route is to get Aerith or Tifa picked as one of the girls for Don Corneo. The other one is Cloud. The other two girls only affects some other things if either one of them gets picked. But if Cloud gets picked, you don't get to go to this other room, but it's a lot funnier. So, there's a lot more you have to do, though, in order to get that. So, here's the first thing you gotta do. You gotta get the right dress. We're going for the silk dress. So you want something that feels soft and shimmers. Alright. So, that's step one. Get the dress. Now you come back in here and talk to that guy because he's back behind the counter again. And we got the silk dress. It's the only way to get it. You can get a satin dress or I think a cotton dress. I've gotten the satin dress before. I played this game like the first couple of times without the strategy guide. So, and I didn't really have access to the internet as much, or didn't really know to look on the internet for this kind of stuff back when I first played this. So a lot of it was just figuring it out. And then at the time, I would talk to like every NPC, and then I'm like, what's this? Oh, why am I getting this item? Why am I getting that? Oh, Cloud got picked. Weird. Alright, so now we need the second part of the disguise. Cloud can't go with hair like that. Look at that spike. So we go in here. It's time to get the wig. Cute. That's funny. He's still so confused as to what is going on. Like, I think he's started to figure it out, but he's still, like... Alright. So in the non-computer version, it'd just be like square X circle, square X circle. Over and over. Got it. So we're gonna get some practice here. Just gotta get a nice rhythm. But if you don't, you get that. That's all it is. Just quiet repetition like that. You know, if you mess up, it's not the end of the world, but we want to go for the best, right? Focus. I love that the remake kept this in there. Nice. So we get the blonde wig. If we tied with him, we get the dyed wig, which we can still get in and be the choice if we get the dyed wig. Then it's just wig. And if you read the key description item, like the key, if you go into key items and read the description of the wig, it's pretty funny. All of them have it. So let's read those. I forgot all about that until just now. So we got the silk dress made of silk, and blonde wig. The other wigs are a little bit funnier. Okay, so right now we have all we need to get into Corneo's mansion. That's all we need. Anytime we decide we're gonna go back and talk to that guy, and get dressed and talk to that guy, we're good to go. Right? But we're not going to do that. We're going to go a little bit bigger. So, first we go in here. Sit down. Let's do today's special. Yeah, you got to have money to do all this. Yeah, this one, it gets a little pricey, but that's okay. You don't have to talk to anybody in here unless you want to. I used to talk to every NPC just for fun. Now, you gotta pick the right option, which is this one. Now we have a pharmacy coupon. What does that do? We go down here to the item shop, not the other item shop, the Japanese item shop. And you got to get the right medicine. Digestive. All right. You just talk to us, bro. Gosh. Oh, hey, I forgot about this. So look, these two items here, you've got all these other ones. These are used in battle. These three right here, right? These two you can use outside of battle to give them the statuses. So a hyper will give a party member fury, and the other one will give them sadness. Sadness, fury. And if you want to have your limit gauges filled quickly, hyper. If you don't, tranquilize them. There's some other things in there. I'll look them up and get back to you guys on that one. But yeah, they do different things. Okay, like I think Fury acts kind of like Berserk in that if you use it, your attacks get more powerful, but you also take more damage. And I think Sadness might be the opposite. Less attack, but a little bit better defense? I don't know. All right, so with the digestive medicine in hand, come here. And barge into somebody puking in the bathroom. And you get that cologne. You don't get the sexy cologne without the digestive. You go regular cologne and some other kind of cologne. But they all do different, they just, I feel like it's a point system, and if you get too few points, you don't get in as with Cloud. Like, you can't get Cloud picked. Okay, so let's see how much money we have. Okay. So now we go over here. Talk to this guy. I don't know what this one is about. She's not happy being excluded. She doesn't like it. This is a weird little quest. So now you need, if you want the good stuff, you need at least 210 gil. Because you gotta have 10 to stay. Then you got to buy the 200 gil one. That's it. That's the quest. The quest isn't that hard, but you got to have the money to do it. Hey, it takes a little money to invest in your looks. So then you come back here, talk to this guy. Still not happy. A protein drink set. It's such a weird thing. And then this guy gives you a diamond tiara for that. I think it's ruby and emerald for less. Okay, so we're almost done. But we're going all in, right? You gotta get that from this guy first. You can't get it from him before this. Then you talk to this guy. Nope, this guy. He's a little too excited for this. Okay, so there's a lot to do in here. Like, a lot. There's these two rooms that you can't go in, but you can peek in and see some weird scenes. Or you pick one of these two rooms. There's that room. Or the group room. But we're gonna go with this one. I just forgot what the other name was. I have no idea what that could mean. Don't make me repeat myself. Instead of just saying, yes, I'm sure, don't make me repeat myself. Jeez, Cloud. Alright, so the other room is interesting. It's funny. But I like this one because of this. It's... yeah, I don't know what this is, but... I still don't understand this particular scene, but I feel like it's something you should watch to help you understand a little bit about the state of mind that Cloud goes through in this game. This is a really weird scene right here. Yeah, ugh. It doesn't matter what you say. Right? I don't know what he meant by that, but yeah. So anyway, you have to talk to her. I think this is just a big joke, because you're in Wall Market. It's kind of the, underground sleaze kind of place. You gotta have one of these, if you know what I mean. But anyway, to get back to completing our disguise, you gotta talk to her. Yep. Alright, so there's also one other thing. You come in this room. And you talk to these. You don't have to talk to these two. But it is funny, because that's what they say now, right? And then you could have them put makeup on Cloud. And now all they say to you is, oh my. All right, so we're going to talk to all these NPCs, right? Why? Because these are funny. It's a lot of money. 300 gil. She just made it some profit off of these guys, off of that guy. 500 gil for her, for this guy. But Johnny's a nice guy, so she gave it to him for a discount. Okay, so I think that's it. Yeah. We have all of it. Yep. Perfumed underwear. A perfume that amorously arouses. Amorously. All right, so we're ready. So getting all this stuff doesn't change Cloud's appearance. It just affects whether or not he gets picked. That's good because I don't have much money right now. And as you notice, there is a fourth person in this room besides the other three. Aerith is ridiculous all the time. His reaction in the remake is much better. His reaction is kind of a little bit of, jaw drop. All right, so now let's go see Tifa, because that promises to be a really fun conversation. Fooled one person already. Fooled two, because that guy said ladies. Okay, there's nothing down there. Unfortunately, we're not going to get in that room, because basically Cloud's as good looking as he's going to get. So there's Tifa. Cloud is not happy right now. But right now, we have fooled a third person because she has no idea who we are. Oh, come on, Tifa, you know. Yeah, sure. See? Even she didn't realize that was Claude. But first, we're going to come here and get this ether. Yeah, I would jump that high, too. All right. It's basically they changed the way this works in these events go in the remake. Cloud ends up getting some of that information, but also Barrett. But yeah, basically, Tifa overheard some things, and Corneo has overheard some things, and he knows what's about to happen. Cloud, the three of you are already involved. Both of those girls are involved. There's no changing that. Like, you can't just break out at this point. Not without not without missing out on this information. Women nowadays. Right, they're already best friends. What would Barrett say right now? And I love in the remake that they address that. Like, he actually does. Something gets said, and Barrett's like, "What?" And Cloud's like, "No." It's really funny. Say what you will about the remake. I still love this the best, but the remake, I think they did a pretty good job. They changed some things, but they had to, because they couldn't just, they wanted to re-add the content that they couldn't add in this, because Square Enix was like, no, you only have 2 years to pump this game out. And there was quite a bit that they cut out. Who's it going to be? Right here. Oh, yeah. Healthy looking. Alright, so our count is up to 6 now. 6 people have been fooled by our amazing disguise. I feel like Tifa's nod was just like, yep, you gotta do it. And Aerith is just like, yeah, you're gonna go do it. Good luck. Alright, so before you talk to him, always come back here. Grab that, because it's a free item. Should we play hard to get? Should we agree? No, because there's some pretty funny dialogue still. His name is Bear. I love picking that option. It's just so funny. Because, oh man. All right. Okay, so I didn't know what they meant by that at first. I was like, chop what off? It. For some reason, it got in my head at first. Oh, maybe he's talking about like his boys out there, like his assistants. Still didn't know. Head of Peace Preservation. I love how everybody's just got one foot on the bed. Like, oh yeah, we're serious. What we're about to do to you. He's got a packed room. Like, there's stuff everywhere. That weird purple couch, that big light thing with characters, a jukebox back there. Oh, there's a disco ball. I didn't even realize that. Basically, he's saying that Shinra is going to drop the upper level of Midgar down onto the slums. Yeah, that's essentially what it's going to do. Oh. So there are two wrong answers where he says, you're wrong. And then there's this option. It just changes what he says. So there we go. We got dropped down a trapdoor. Yeah. And now we hear about the plan. Where are we? The Shinra building in the middle of Midgar. They make Heidegger in this one look like a short, very stout little, kind of little man. But he seems more imposing in the remake, which I think is fine. Reeve, they kept the same kind of aura there. The president, well, they did similar. They made him seem short and fat. But I guess there's only so much they could do with this, like with their models. Also, it took a long time for me to realize he's got a little cigar in his mouth. I just thought it was something on his jacket. Okay, so first we go over here, get into a fight with people that are apparently unconscious. Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened. That was quite weird. Oh, yeah. This little fight also made me remember we need to equip Tifa with some things. Yeah, these things have a good amount of health. We're gonna leave that limit break for now. We're not gonna use it. Ooh. Tifa's mad. Don't mess with her. Just like that guy on fire. Perfect. It worked out. Hey, that level will help. Alright, so we go up here. We get that potion. Not super worth it yet, but whatever. Equip. Boom. She's gonna need it. She's got the highest HP right now. Let's take fire off of her, give it to her. just so she has something else. So we're going to go talk to Tifa first, because that matters. Up until the little scene where Cloud goes on a date with a party member, some things matter like that. I'm pretty sure, like, every potion you use, magic on other characters, I feel like all of that matters. Also, this guy is an idiot. Because that attack hurts him. But he can also do it the other way, so it comes from behind you, and when he does that, then that basically means it's going to do more damage to you. But it still hurts him. It's like, what a stupid attack. Battles go really quickly when you turn up the battle speed and also set your ATB gauge to active. Which basically means if it were set to wait or recommended or whatever, when they start doing something like that, it would pause the menu. So it would pause everything. So your ATB gauge and even the enemies wouldn't move. And that just helps. If you're looking through stuff while the enemy's doing a big attack, you can take time knowing that another enemy is not able to get its attack in. Oh, here comes the other way. Yeah, it didn't hurt Aerith much because she is in the back row, which doesn't make sense because she's still in. Oh, I could have used, because she's still like closer to the tsunami. Doesn't make sense. Can you imagine just getting covered in that sewer water? Yuck. Well, glad I did all that work for him to just, take care of himself. Good work there, apps. Plus, I feel like dropping a plate, that massive amount of metal and stuff from that high, you would have heard it by now. Alright, so we'll use some potions. Yeah, let's do range battle. Okay, so we'll go this way. Ooh, yellow materia, our first command materia. And it's steel. Let's give that to Tifa. Now we can steal from enemies. Jump. They really expanded this part in the remake. Let's try and steal from something. Bye-bye. That steel materia is going to come in handy later. To give us something, to give us a few things that are really helpful. Steel is one of those things, it helps you to weaken the enemy. But we're going to use this limit instead. Because it doesn't have anything on them that we are like, yes, I really want that. Okay. We still got a ways to go. Not a long ways. It doesn't, it seems like it takes a while, but it doesn't. So I think in the last video or the one before that, there was, when we were getting on the train, I said, oh look, there's the train, that way is the train graveyard. We're at the other end of that. Alright. So, first thing you gotta do, come over here and get that high potion out of that barrel. Then, you come over here and save your game. Because that's always a good idea. Get another high potion. Over here. Echo screen. What does that do? That cures silence. Oh, ghosts. Ghosts do not like fire. So let me show you one of the funnest ways to kill one of these things. And there will be a fun tip later in the game against bosses. A boss, specifically. Makes that fight so much easier, and I fought him like 3 times. I went through 3 playthroughs and didn't know. Oh, I thought that would do it. But no, we'll just do cure. And by that I mean we'll heal him. This is one of those areas they like greatly expanded, and I loved it. Yep. Healing damage. It seems counterintuitive. Or doesn't seem like it should be a thing, but it is on those guys. Because they're up there. Just makes that fight go a little bit faster. Alright, got another potion. There's tons of items in these areas here. It's just, you know, getting them all. I do remember thinking it was insane that like those barrels right there had stuff in them, because the first couple times, like I said, I didn't play with the strategy guide, and I got it for one specific purpose that ended up being a complete letdown. But hey, it helped me see a lot of items I had missed. Bye-bye, thingy. I feel like everything here is weak to fire. Nope. Well, we'll use that on the next one. Yeah, look at that. We got Cross Slash. That's from usage. Right? Okay, so first of all, we come over here. Grab this barrel. Grab that ether. You just never know what you're going to find in these things, right? Alright, first of all, boom. Slid. Her kick some butt. Yeah, that's what they do. They just drain your health Wish they would do more on Aerith so I could, you know, use her limit break. It's so weird. Even though I know it's going to do some good damage to them, it's still really weird to use cure spells on an enemy. Oh, over 1,000 gil. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit. Okay, so there's also one other thing in this area besides getting this item that we have to do, and it might require a little bit of running around, like just running nonstop trying to find this guy. Hopefully we can find him pretty quick, but my hopes are slowly getting dashed upon the rocks. Yeah, don't want to use ice because they casted it. They cast ice, sorry, and I don't want it to heal them. But fire, on the other hand, maybe. Well, at least it does a little bit more. At this point, I just want them to build everybody's limit breaks up. Anybody's at this point, really. Just because then we could see Cross Slash. Cross Slash is a lot of fun. It is a very useful limit break early on, especially because not only is it a little bit stronger, it's got a really cool effect that we will hopefully see. There it is. Okay, it doesn't work on flying enemies, really, but it will also basically stun them, so basically paralyze them for not long, but it will, I mean, it'll cancel a couple of their turns. Yeah, first thing you gotta do is use this train to move that train out of the way. Because that's how that works. Then, you gotta back up this other train. Oh, is it him? Yes! Who is this guy? Why do I care? Well, aside from that, which is annoying, he has something we want. So he doesn't want us to cast magic, but I don't care about that, really. I want to steal from him. Really glad that it wasn't going to take forever for this. Unfortunately, I forgot about that part. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's heal up Tifa. Just in case he decides he's just going to keep attacking her. Which of course he is. Come on. At least hit Aerith more. I don't care about Cloud, just hit Aerith. He's pretty powerful, so let's hit him one more time. Ooh, almost. It's almost there. Or she is, I guess. Oh, that was my bee. Come on, hit Aerith. Yes, thank you. Finally, we got it. Alright, bucko. That's all I wanted. I wanted the striking staff. It's actually a pretty strong staff for Aerith. Hey, there we go. And we took him down. So we don't have to hang out here for like 20 minutes. I've gone on for quite some time before waiting for that guy to appear. Look at that. 4 materia slots, and it basically doubles her attack. That's what we want, right? Alright, so now we're good to go. We can get out of here probably with one more fight, but we'll see. So, before the dramatic finish of, the plate falling, I think we'll cap it here for tonight. So, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.